cold again, and while for us that just means pulling out our winter jackets again, it's not as easy for some wildlife to adjust to the changing weather. News Channel 7's Sloan Wick spoke to the DNR and a local animal group today. Sloan, what animals are they watching out for right now?
Cassandra, it's birds. We've seen them come back to Wisconsin earlier than normal. The good news is this isn't unprecedented. We saw a similar travel pattern back in 2012. Though the bad news is that doesn't make it any easier on the birds that are facing a cold snap now. Many birds are back after migrating south for the winter.
All the mild conditions we had and the reduced snow cover and basically weather that allowed birds to move a little bit further north than they usually do.
But they aren't the only thing that's returned. Cold weather has too, and that could spell trouble for our feathered friends.
When they got here, in fact, there were insects and there were things like that to eat. Now, with the change, insects are not going to be alive anymore, and it's going to be a very difficult time for them, and many of them won't make it.
Hi, sweetheart.
Marge Gibson is one of the founders of Reggie.
How are you feeling?
She cares for birds of all sizes, shapes, and types. Now she's asking for your help caring for them too.
The food that they're able to get in really cold weather doesn't have a lot of calories, so that's why it's really important to put out something for them so they can just make it through.
Things like offering mealworms or fruits, whether they're fresh or whether they're chopped, those are very helpful.
If mealworms aren't a staple in your kitchen, that's okay. There are plenty of things you can grab straight from your pantry to help the birds.
Fruit, fresh fruit, you can cut them up. These are sunflower hearts and chips, and they do not have the seed or the shells on, which is really good.
Bulk up your feeders, get little pieces of peanuts, which have high fat.
Helping the birds now might even end up in them helping you back later.
Give them something that's really nutritious and good for them, and they will reward you and by keeping your yard beautiful and insect-free in the summer.
If you can't spare any food, there are other ways you can help the birds. You can clear snow off the ground so that they can get to insects easier, or put out a heated water dish for them.